My dad tried to sleep with my girlfriend and she didn't say no. I don't even know how to start this without feeling sick. Like, how do you deal with something like this? When it's not just betrayal from one person, but two. Two people who were supposed to love you in completely different ways. One's your dad. The other's the girl you thought you'd marry someday. And now I can't even look at either of them without wanting to scream. I've always had a complicated relationship with my dad. He wasn't abusive or anything, but he was just off. Charismatic, always charming in public, super funny, well-dressed, confident as hell. People loved him. Strangers, coworkers, friends, even my girlfriends. But behind closed doors, he was always competing with me. Weird comments about my job, my car, my looks, my life. Like he was trying to one-up me all the time. I remember once in high school, he said to one of my dates, "Careful. This one's still a boy. You might want to try a man instead." Everyone laughed. I laughed too, but deep down I hated it. Anyway, I learned to ignore him, keep my distance emotionally. We saw each other maybe once every couple weeks. He was more like an arrogant uncle than a dad. But then she came into my life. Her name's Riley. We met at a coffee shop about a year and a half ago. She was this mix of soft and strong. Kind eyes, sarcastic mouth. Beautiful but didn't act like she knew it. We clicked fast. Within 2 months we were practically living together. She got along with my friends, she was good with my sister, and I let myself start thinking, maybe this one's different. Maybe I could finally trust someone fully. I introduced her to my dad 6 months in. We were at my sister's birthday dinner. I wasn't expecting much, just wanted her to meet the family. But from the second they locked eyes, something felt weird. Not like obvious flirting or anything, just a vibe. The way he looked at her, like he was sizing her up. And she didn't seem uncomfortable. She was laughing at all his dumb jokes, asking him questions, giving him that same smirk she gives me when she's in a teasing mood. I told myself I was being paranoid. I always felt weird around him. Maybe I was projecting, but I wish I had trusted that gut feeling. Because that night was the start of everything falling apart. Over the next few months, she mentioned my dad more and more. "Your dad's so funny. Your dad looks great for his age. Your dad's kind of intense, huh?" At first it didn't seem like anything, just casual observations. But eventually it started to bug me. One time she said, "Your dad was kind of a heartbreaker back in the day, huh? I can see where you get it from." I laughed it off, but it sat in my stomach like a rock. Then there were texts. I only saw them by accident. She left her phone on the couch and went to take a shower. It lit up and I saw his name. "Graham, your dad." I wasn't gonna snoop. I swear I wasn't. But my hand moved before I could stop it. It wasn't sexting. Not yet. But it was way too friendly. Jokes. Inside jokes I wasn't part of. A photo of her outfit asking too much. With a wink emoji. Him replying, "Not enough," smirking face. Then her saying, "You're bad." I remember just sitting there staring at the screen. My ears were ringing. I felt this hot, prickly wave go through my whole body. I put the phone back. Didn't say anything that night. Didn't say anything for 2 weeks. I convinced myself I was overreacting. That they were just being flirty in a harmless way. Some people are like that, right? Except then, he invited her over. Not us. Her. He told me he wanted help planning my birthday surprise. Said he wanted it to be a thing this year since I always play it low-key. And apparently he needed her input. Just her. She told me after. Like it was no big deal. "Your dad's hilarious. He showed me all these baby pics of you. Said you used to cry if someone touched your socks." She was laughing. I was trying not to throw up. I asked her, "Did he say anything weird?" She paused. Just for a second. Then smiled. "No, why?" That pause told me everything. 2 weeks later, I came home early from work. I'd left my phone at the office and needed it before the next morning. I figured I'd grab it, then surprise Riley with dinner. But as I was unlocking the apartment door, I heard voices. Laughter. I froze. Then I opened the door, quietly, and there they were, on the couch, sitting way too close. My dad had his arm over the back of it. His body leaned toward her. She wasn't pulling away. They both looked up when they saw me. Her eyes widened. His smile didn't change. "What the hell is going on?" I asked it calmly. Too calmly. Like I hadn't just walked in on my girlfriend and dad in some rom-com scene from hell. She stood up fast. "Babe, nothing. We were just... He came by to drop off something for you." I looked at him. He smirked. "Relax, son. Just catching up with Riley." Catching up? I didn't say anything. I just walked into the bedroom, grabbed my phone, and left. I drove around for hours. Didn't answer her calls. Didn't go home that night. And when I finally confronted her the next day, that's when the worst part came out. She didn't deny anything. She admitted he'd flirted with her. Said he made her feel seen in a way she wasn't expecting. Said he was charming, And yeah, she should have shut it down harder. But then I asked her directly, did you want him to stop? She went quiet, didn't say yes, didn't say no, just stared at me with this sad little face. And that silence, that pause, it was louder than anything she could have said. I wish she would have just lied. I wish she would have told me I was crazy, that she loved me, that there was never any part of her that looked at him that way. But she didn't. She stood there in our kitchen, barefoot, wearing one of my hoodies, and looked me in the eye with that dumb little sad face like she was the victim here. I don't know what I was thinking, she said quietly. He gives off this energy. And I felt seen, I guess. Desired. I remember laughing. Out loud. Desired? Riley, he's my dad. She nodded like she understood. But she didn't. Because if she really understood, she wouldn't have let it get that far. I asked her straight up if they'd kissed. She said no. I asked her if he tried. She didn't answer right away. Then she said, he leaned in once, but I pulled away. Once. Just once? I asked her if she would have let him kiss her if I hadn't walked in that day. She didn't answer that one at all. And that told me everything. After that talk, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to scream at her. I didn't want to break anything. I didn't even feel angry. Not yet. I just felt hollow. So I left. Again. Went to my buddy Kyle's place. Told him I needed to crash for a while. Didn't say why. Just that me and Riley were going through something. He didn't ask questions. Gave me a blanket, a beer, and space. That night, I stared at the ceiling for hours. Thought about every moment I ever shared with her. All the little things that felt perfect at the time. Her laugh. Her stupid oat milk obsession. The way she used to steal my fries even when she swore she wasn't hungry. All of it felt fake now. Tainted. And then the anger came. The next day I called my dad. I didn't plan on doing it. I was just pacing around Kyle's living room, replaying everything, and before I could talk myself out of it, my fingers were already dialing. He picked up on the third ring. Hey son, everything all right? His voice was calm. Too calm. Like he didn't know exactly why I was calling. You're a piece of shit, I said. He didn't respond right away. Then he sighed. Look, if this is about Riley. No, this is about you. And the fact that you tried to sleep with my girlfriend. Silence. Then he said something that made my stomach twist. You think you own her, huh? Couldn't believe it. Excuse me? He laughed. You think just because she's your girlfriend, she stops being a human being who makes her own choices? If she wanted me, that's on her. Not me. You're my dad. So what? You're not a kid anymore. I swear to God. My hands were shaking. She trusted you, I said. I trusted you. He didn't say anything to that. Then finally he muttered. You always did pick girls who looked at me like they were curious. I lost it. I told him to stay the hell away from me. That I never wanted to see him again. That he wasn't just a shitty father, he was a disgusting human being. And all he said was, all right, your choice. Like this was some business deal gone sour. I hung up and blocked his number. Then I sat on the floor for a long time. Like hours. I don't even know if I cried. I think I was too numb to cry. Riley texted me that night. Just one message. Can we talk? Please. I didn't respond. She sent another. I didn't sleep with him. I swear. I messed up. But I didn't go that far. And I wanted to believe her. I really did. But the line between what happened and what almost happened was too damn thin. And that silence when I asked if she wanted it? That silence said yes. I stayed at Kyle's for 3 days. Then I finally went back to the apartment to get some of my stuff. Riley was there, waiting. She looked like hell. Red eyes, messy hair, hoodie pulled up over her head. I'm not gonna make excuses, she said. I got caught up in something stupid and selfish and I hate myself for it. I didn't say anything. She took a deep breath. I didn't sleep with him. I swear on everything. But I didn't stop it as soon as I should have. I liked the attention. I liked feeling wanted. And I hated myself the whole time. Still quiet. Then she looked at me, crying now. I love you. I never stopped loving you. And if you never talk to me again, I get it. But please know I never meant to hurt you like this. And for a second, I felt something break in me. Not anger. Not sadness. Just exhaustion. I nodded. Told her I'd come back for the rest of my stuff in a few days. That I needed space. That I didn't know what the hell I wanted anymore. She tried to touch my arm. I stepped back. That was 2 weeks ago. And now I'm here writing this because I still don't know what the hell to do. Do I forgive her for almost cheating? Do I cut them both off and walk away? All I know is, something inside me shifted that day. Something I don't think I'll ever get back. It's been almost 3 months now. 3 months since everything blew up. Since I found out my dad wasn't just a narcissist. He was the kind of person who'd go after his own son's girlfriend. And since I found out Riley wasn't who I thought she was either. People keep saying time heals things. That eventually the pain dulls, you move on, and things get better. But no one tells you about the in-between. The quiet moments where it all floods back. Where you're just trying to buy groceries or watch a dumb movie, and suddenly, boom. You remember the look on her face when you asked, did you want him to stop? And how she didn't say yes. I haven't spoken to my dad since that call. He tried texting once. Said he missed having a son. I didn't respond. That message made me realize something. He doesn't feel guilt. He just feels inconvenience. Losing me wasn't a heartbreak. It was just a dent in his image. And I don't think I'll ever be able to look him in the face again. But Riley? That's been harder. She reached out again last week. Said she's been seeing a therapist. That she's trying to understand why she let things go that far. Why she needed male attention so badly she was willing to throw away the one stable, real relationship she ever had. She told me she doesn't expect forgiveness. That she just wanted me to know she's not pretending it didn't happen. I think about it every day, she said. I think about you every day. I didn't know what to say. Part of me still loves her. That's the messed up part. I do still love her. We spent over a year together. She met my family, too well apparently. We had routines, traditions, plans. We used to talk about moving to a new city, getting a dog. Marriage came up once or twice. And now I can't even hear her name without flinching. It's like she died. But I still see her ghost sometimes. In my kitchen, on the sidewalk, in the music we used to play when we cooked. And I wonder, if I had come home 5 minutes later that day, would they have kissed? Would I have walked in on something worse? I'll never know. And that not knowing, it eats you alive. I talked to my sister about it. She was the only one I trusted to be honest. I told her everything, from the text to the couch to that awful conversation in the kitchen. She listened quietly. Then she said, your dad's always had this thing about control. Women, money, even you. Riley just fell into it. That hit me harder than I expected. Because it's true. It was never really about Riley for him. It was about me. About proving he could still take whatever I had. And he almost did. But here's what I've realized. He didn't win. Because I walked away. From both of them. And even though it's lonely and confusing, and I miss what we had, I'd rather be alone than betrayed. I'd rather rebuild myself from the ground up than stay in something that made me doubt my own gut. Because next time I see red flags, I won't paint them white. I won't laugh off the way a girlfriend giggles too much at my dad's jokes. I won't stay quiet when something feels off. I'll speak up. Even if it's uncomfortable. Even if I lose someone over it. Riley sent me one last message a few days ago. Just 3 words. I'm so sorry. No excuses. No guilt tripping. Just that. I haven't replied. Not because I hate her. Not even because I'm angry anymore. But because I need space to be whole again. And that space can't include her right now. Maybe ever. As for my dad, I've accepted I don't have one anymore. I have a man who shares my DNA, but no father. A real father doesn't compete with his son. He protects him, teaches him how to be a man, doesn't try to steal the woman he loves just to prove a point. So no, I don't have a dad anymore, and I'm finally okay with that. People always say betrayal changes you. They're right. It makes you colder, sharper, more careful, but it also makes you stronger. And if there's one thing I've learned through this whole mess, it's this. You can survive heartbreak, even when it comes from 2 people you never thought would hurt you.